Welcome back to another Madden 20 video I have for you guys here today. Today it's going to be another fantasy style of the Daniel Jones-led New York Giants. Let's go. I'm excited for this one. But anyway, before I get too deep into the video, if you guys are new around here and end up enjoying this one, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would like to join my Discord or follow me on Twitter, links to those are down below. Like I just mentioned, the Daniel Jones-led Giants. Look at him. He's right here. 68 overall, right? Went off in his first game, played very well. Made a couple mistakes, like every rookie does, honestly. But he also made some great plays. He won the game for the team. It was actually quite awesome. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights, and it was a very exciting game. But I feel like Buccaneers fans and the Buccaneers players have to be pissed they didn't win that game. I feel like they had a couple opportunities to win, but Daniel Jones did just enough, so that's always cool. He's hopefully going to be the starting quarterback for us for this entire time. I want to try my best to keep him as the #1 quarterback. I'm not exactly sure how he plays in the game, but if he is having like absolutely abysmal seasons, I feel like I can't justify keeping him then, but hopefully he's good enough where I can keep him on the team. Saquon, of course, is a player I'm going to keep on the team. It's so unfortunate that he's going to be out for multiple weeks, but of course, Saquon obviously holding this team back. Once he goes down with an injury, they win. I was really tempted to tweet something like that. Obviously, I'm joking. Saquon is certainly not holding this team back. I kind of wanted to tweet something like that, where it's a much more difficult to identify the fact that I'm being like sarcastic. But I kind of wanted to tweet something like that just to see if I can catch anyone with that bait. But Wayne Gallman, I guess, will be the starting running back until Saquon comes back, unless Elijah Penny's doing something. Is he a fullback? Yeah, I have no idea, man. But Saquon in this universe is fully healthy. He will be healthy, so he's going to be the running back of the future, of course, like the best player on this entire team. Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, TJ Jones, right? Okay. I don't know why I stuttered on that one. I just wasn't sure of myself at first. Cody Latimer, Russell Shepard, Benny Fowler. Okay, well, the wide receiver core, of course, is not too good. They're also not very healthy in real life. Golden Tate, I guess he's healthy. He's just suspended. Sterling Shepard missed, what, 2 weeks ago? I guess at this point he missed a game, but then last week he came on very strongly. Daniel Jones definitely seemed like he was throwing it to Sterling Shepard and Evan Ingram. They both kind of split. I'm not actually sure if they split targets evenly, but they had similar days at least. And then TJ Jones, I guess. Oh, man. I don't know what to do with his wide receiver core. I guess I'm keeping Sterling Shepard. He's going to be the slot for the rest of the time. I will probably trade Golden Tate. He's definitely not a bad wide receiver, but he's getting up there in age. He definitely has some value now. That value will definitely diminish over the next couple of seasons, so I think I'm going to try to get rid of him now. And then the other guys, it doesn't really matter, honestly. They're all pretty much the same, like overall-wise. None of them are too special down there. The offensive line is not a strong suit of this team. Will Hernandez, Kevin Zeitler. The guards are very good, at least. Nate Solder can definitely get better in the game. At least I can easily improve him, so I'm probably going to trade Nate Solder away. Is this John Halapio? Is that how you pronounce that? Halapio? I've always thought it was Halapio. I don't know. He's a 67 overall center, definitely replaceable. And then Mike Remmer's certainly replaceable at right tackle. Evan Ingram, though, is a very good tight end. Can't really block all that well. What is his pass blocking in the game? 60. Okay. He's, essentially a wide receiver, just playing tight end. That's kind of what he does. I don't know if he's gotten better at run blocking in real life, but in the game he's kind of horrible at it. And then defensively, there's a bunch of rookies on this side of the ball. I'm actually sort of excited to see what they can do. Dexter Lawrence, one of their first-round draft picks. Dude's a beast. He was very good at Clemson. DeAndre Baker was really good at Georgia, but I don't think he's having the best start to the season. But, hopefully that, can not go for us in this, franchise. Hopefully he can play well for us here. And then they also have O'Shane Ximenez, a pretty good pass rusher out of Old Dominion. Hopefully he can do something for us. And there's probably some other guys I'm missing. There's Julian Love down here out of Notre Dame. So hopefully he's a cornerback. He's just here at free safety, but he is a corner, I'm pretty sure, right? No, you're free safety? Really? I think I want you playing corner, though. So, I don't know. Whatever, I'll do something with him. But, a lot of rookies on the side of the ball. We can definitely develop a lot of these guys pretty well. Hopefully everything works out. But the rest of the defensive line, Dalvin Tomlinson, B.J. Hill, very young group of guys who are all very good, and we'll take it. Janoris Jenkins is definitely not what he used to be. I'll probably try to, trade him. Honestly, I'm going to have a very young but pretty poor cornerback core for this first year. DeAndre Baker, Grant Haley, and Julian Love will probably be the 3 cornerbacks. I don't know, maybe I can have Corey Ballantyne play. He's also a rookie. I don't know. If he played, it would be probably above Grant Haley. I just want as many rookies playing as possible, to be honest. That's kind of the route I'm going to take with this one. And then O'Shane Ximenez will probably rush off the right end. He'll rush off of one of these ends, and then Lorenzo Carter will probably rush off the other one. The middle linebackers are not too good, but Ryan Connolly is on this team. He's a rookie out of Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure he had an interception last week, which is pretty cool. I'll get him some playing time. Alec Ogletree is certainly off the team. I don't even know. Is this David Mayo? That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say the wrong name. I'm probably going to trade him as well. Okay, he has no value probably. He's a 65, but he's not going to be the long-term option. Jabril Peppers, though, definitely a long-term option at strong safety. I'm excited to see what he can do for this team. So, of course, this roster is not good. In the game, they're a 70 overall. Not the worst offense, though. 77 overall offense. Their defense is really where it struggles. So hopefully we can make some trades, make this team maybe a little bit better for this season, but I'm really not expecting much for this first season. I am expecting, though, to get a good draft pick and have a bunch of draft picks. Hopefully we can build that way. Also, I don't know if I'm going to trade Eli Manning or not. Right? Because his cap hit is massive. But I've also heard people say that he can influence like Daniel Jones' overall pretty well, and you can give him like some upgrade packages. So maybe I'll trade Eli Manning after like the first week or something, or the second week, just to see if I can get any prompts for that. But anyway, yeah, one more time, this is not realistic in the slightest. So if you guys are looking for a realistic rebuild, then I would probably click off and probably go watch, like, I bet C4 has uploaded one by now. But here we go, let's make some trades. If you guys have watched any of my rebuilds so far, this should not be a surprise to you. I'm getting the Dolphins first round draft pick. It's just what happens every time. It's so easy to get, and it's usually within like the top 3. So I'll take it. Rhett Ellison, Nate Solder, and Eric Tomlinson will get it for me. I'm acquiring another first round draft pick here, this time from a divisional rival in the Redskins, giving them Alec Ogletree and Janoris Jenkins. We are also kind of destroying their cap, so that's always a good sign as well. Marcus Golden and Golden Tate. That's interesting. I didn't even really put that together, but they're going to the Colts for Ryan Kelly. I have no idea why Calvin Ridley is this easy to trade for, but he is. So Kareem Martin and Olsen Pierre will get me Calvin Ridley. Mike Remmers, TJ Jones, and a 5th round draft pick this year will get me a first rounder from the Bengals. Yeah, the team is down to a 66, so it's pretty bad looking, but it's fine. 73 offense, 63 defense. We got a lot of draft picks, which I think is a good start for rebuilding this team. The tackles are atrocious. That definitely has to be something we address in the draft. I don't really feel like switching anybody around like on the interior right now because I sort of want to play badly this year, if I'm being real. I'd love to have a really bad draft pick. Calvin Ridley, though, joins the wide receiver core. I think that's going to pay off in the long run. He's going to be the number 1 wide receiver, or Sterling Shepard will be the number 2 and the slots. And then I guess Cody Lattimore will be the number 3. I don't know. It doesn't really matter who I put down there. Daniel Jones, of course, will be the number 1 quarterback. I'm actually really excited to see what he can do. Saquon, of course, the running back. It's not even a question. Evan Ingram starting at tight end. Again, that's not even really a question either. Over here on the defensive side, we have a ton of really young players starting, and I really hope it pays off in the end. I feel like it is going to. But we'll see what happens. I will catch you guys back up at the mid-season, unless we get any like crazy prompts here. Like if Eli Manning wants to mentor Daniel Jones, I will show it off. All right, there have been no prompts so far for Eli Manning to mentor Daniel Jones. I could trade Eli, but I think I'm just gonna keep him as a backup. Like his cap hit is pretty large, but I just won't bring him back whenever his contract is up. I just don't really want to trade him for the same reason, I didn't trade guys like Big Ben, I didn't trade guys like Larry Fitzgerald, just a lot of, respect for Eli Manning, even though I'm an Eagles fan, like I shouldn't like him, but I've always respected him over the years, so I'm just going to keep him on the team. I think Giants fans would like that a lot more. I don't really like what that looks like, dude. We just beat the Lions in Week 8, don't tell me we have a good record. Alright, 2-6, okay. I knew we won the first game as well. I was really hoping we didn't just go on a crazy win streak or something. I don't know. But we are in last in the NFC East. Let's find the Redskins 6-2, Eagles 5-3, Cowboys 3-4. That's pretty backwards, honestly, than, according to what usually happens in Madden. Usually the Redskins are not at the top. But let's check out these experience points, and I'm pretty sure we have 1 hidden dev we can show off. But on offense, we have 1 for pretty much everybody who I can see there who has 1. And then Dexter Lawrence has 2. He also has star dev, if you guys did not know. We have 2 going around for a couple other guys. I really want the defense to build up on this team because obviously that's the worst part. And that's usually how I make these rebuilds happen. One of these times I'm going to go like all offense or something and try very hard on the offense and try to do it backwards. But I think the only player on this side of the ball, and what am I talking about? I think the only player in free agency who I would like to bring back is Aldrich Rosas. He's one of the better kickers in the NFL, so I'm very comfortable giving him a contract extension. I probably should have given him like a 6-year deal. It's fine, though. I will take him for like 3 years, and now I will see you at the end of the season. Or hopefully we go 2-14. That would be ideal. Yeah, so obviously we missed out on the playoffs. Really, the only way we could have made it is if we won every other game, and that clearly did not happen. We went 6-10, though. A little bit better than I wanted to go, but it's fine. It should still be like a top 10 draft pick of our own. And I'm pretty sure the Dolphins are atrocious this year, so that should be probably the number 1 or the number 2 overall pick. But Daniel Jones, 25 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. You know, not a terrible rookie season, a pretty good passing, completion percentage. I will take it. Almost 4,000 yards as well. Not horrible. Hopefully he can improve. Saquon was phenomenal. Probably took a lot of the stress off of Daniel Jones. Sterling Shepard was pretty good. Calvin Ridley, not horrible, I guess. Sterling Shepard was very good compared to the other receivers on this team, though. Also, Saquon received very well. I'll take it. Sack numbers. The tackles are atrocious. Everybody else, though, not too bad. That's fine. We can easily improve those guys in the offseason. Ryan Connolly, 114 tackles. 15 tackles for loss for Dalvin Tomlinson. 12 for Dexter Lawrence. 6 sacks for B.J. Hill, 5.5 for Dalvin Tomlinson. 2 interceptions from DeAndre Baker, 1 from Ryan Connolly, Jabril Peppers, Tay Davis, and Grant Haley. Hopefully Connolly wins like Defensive Rookie of the Year or something. That would be awesome. 1 touchdown, for DeAndre Baker. 1 safety for Dalvin Tomlinson. And then 4 blocked kicks. All right, not too bad there. Forced fumbles, we have 2. Antoine Bethea, Jabril Peppers, and no fumble recoveries. Okay, so 15th on offense. That's actually not that bad. Defense was 19th. Again, neither of those were last, so I guess that's a good start. Mitchell Trubisky, MVP. Dude, he wins MVP all the time. Anybody from the, almost said Chargers, what am I talking about? And freaking Andrew Luck, I forgot to sign him and make him a kicker. Okay, I will do that before next season. Whatever, he's at number 9. I'll do it like right after this, probably. It's annoying that he's just not out of the game yet. I don't know why they just don't update it, but whatever. Maybe they can't for some reason. I don't really know. Saquon, though, at number 9 for Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Deion Jones. Anybody from the Giants? No. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Daniel Jones. Okay, that's a good start. Michael Crabtree at number 5. Yeah, okay. That's an interesting rookie. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Ryan Connolly. I will take it. Any like players who aren't actual rookies in here? DeAndre Baker, though, at number 4. Dexter Lawrence, O'Shane Ximines at 8 and number 9. And I'm pretty sure everybody else on that list was a rookie. All right, before I forget to do anything else, though, let me go ahead and make Andrew Luck a kicker. I found out that you can actually do it from this menu, which is kind of funny. But let me just go and do that. I don't really feel, it's not like it's I'm screwing over the Broncos at all. They didn't even play well, so it's not really that big of a deal. Hopefully they cut him, though, because if they don't cut him, they're just going to have the most expensive kicker of all time on their team. The Rams and the Browns are in Super Bowl 54. I think the winner is going to be the Browns. Let's see who it is, though. It is the Browns, 33-21. Okay, well, now also, check out some experience points, potential dev upgrades, all that good stuff. Daniel Jones has 6. That's actually a very good start. I will take it. Defensively, we have 6 for Ryan Connolly as well, 4 for Dexter Lawrence, 3 for Grant Haley, 4 for DeAndre Baker, 3 for Julian Love up there. Okay, 3 for Lorenzo Carter, 2 for O'Shane Ximines. Not too bad. I'll take it. But let's hop into free agency here. I don't think there's anybody else I want to bring back. Let me just really quickly check. Mitch Unrein, Cody Latimer, Russell Shepard, Corey Coleman. Yeah, I don't really care too much to bring any of those people back. So now we will go into free agency, hopefully sign a stud. Chris Jones is usually here, and he could be a player I go after. $71.42 million to spend. Also, a cornerback could be of a pretty big need. So Chris Jones is here. Let's think. If I did go after Chris Jones, I could probably keep him at defensive tackle, move Dalvin Tomlinson to D-end, maybe over B.J. Hill. Maybe move B.J. Hill into backup defensive tackle or something, because it's still good to have a backup, pretty good backup D-tackle, even in a 3-4. Kendall Fuller would be pretty big on this team. The only issue is that I don't want to spend that much money, because every time I do that, we just obviously don't have a lot of money in the future seasons. But honestly, this is usually the best free agency period. There's always a lot of really talented players in this year, so I will figure out who I want, and I will let you know who I end up getting. I only ended up going after 2 players, and we got them both. It's the 2 most popular players, people who make rebuilds go after in the first season, but it's whatever. I don't really care. They're going to help out the team a lot. Chris Jones will probably move over to right end. Actually, no, Dalvin Tomlinson will move to right end. B.J. Hill will probably be backup defensive tackle. And then Kendall Fuller will just be the number 1 corner and probably the slot corner for this team. We have the 2nd overall pick. It's the earliest one we have. And then we also have the 5th overall pick and then a couple later. I don't know who the Raiders are going to go with, but I don't think I'm going to bother trading up or anything. I think I can definitely wait. There's a bunch of really good guys in this class, and I'm not really in a rush to take anybody in particular. One guy I'm very, interested in, though, is Leron Snow. He won the Heisman. He's not very fast. Very good 20-yard shuttle, though. And he has A- man coverage. So he's a very good man cover cornerback. There's also some other good corners in general. This guy's good. Trevante Washington. He looks super, super talented. I could definitely use a cornerback even though we just signed Kendall Fuller. I can still use one. But also Nelson Spencer is a guy I think I am extremely interested in. I want to draft this guy very badly. He's probably going to be the #1 wide receiver on this team if we do end up drafting him. Also, there's a nice quarterback here. I really don't need him, but just to point it out. And then also this middle linebacker, Eddie Castillo, is a dude I really want as well. So the Raiders might actually go with that guy, so it does worry me a tad bit. But I also don't really want to trade up. I feel like they're going to go with him. I guess if they end up going with him, I can probably go with one of these outside linebackers and kick him inside. It's not that big of a deal. But if I did have a choice, it would probably be that middle linebacker. Let's see if he is off the board. No, Sean Farley goes off the board. 80 overall cornerback. Good lord. Okay, well here I think I'm going to go middle linebacker. I always like checking the trade down options though, actually, before I do anything, in case there's any ridiculous offers. Let's see. The Bills are trying to trade up. I don't really want a first rounder next year from them. This Seahawks trade wouldn't be too bad. I get a first next year, a fifth this year. But so let's go with this middle linebacker, Eddie Castillo. I think he's going to be a beast. So welcome to the team. He's a 75 overall hidden dev trait. He's ranked at #8. We took him at #2. I will take it though. He's a super balanced, middle linebacker. Not the best zone coverage, but he can do everything else very well. We now pick at #5, and I think here is where I am going to go with a wide receiver. There's a weird decision though, because I still need like 2 tackles, right? This guy's supposed to go mid-first round. He looks very good, but honestly, I'm more interested in Bruce Beard. First off, he has a better name. Max Cadella is a cool name, but Bruce Beard, come on. That's a pretty cool name, so I want that guy later. But I mean, I need another offensive lineman then, because there's actually no good right tackles. There's like this guy who's probably nothing special, if you ask me. So I need a right tackle at some point, I think. Also, this guy has to go on the draft board. Gilbert Reed, in case I get a chance to take him. But I also really want a wide receiver to try to develop a, #1 wide receiver on this team. I think I'm gonna go Nelson Spencer here. Yeah, let's just do that. Welcome to the team. 73 overall, but hidden dev trade. That could be something phenomenal. You never know. 6'6", 88 speed, 87 acceleration, 78 catching, 95 jumping, being 6'6". Dude, just toss it up to this guy. There's no chance he doesn't come down with it. I'm sure most of the people on my draft board are gone by now, but let's just see if anybody's available. Yo, this quarterback, Shane Sweet, is still here. I was gonna say there's no chance that left tackle is available. No guard. All right, there's no really offensive lineman who I want to take right now. So I guess with this pick, let's go elsewhere. Maybe cornerback if there's any. All the corners are gone as well. I probably should have tried to trade up then, I guess, but I didn't really have any pieces, to trade away. I'll just trade this pick away. Maybe get a first-round draft pick next year from someone. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can actually get a first-round draft pick next year, so let's trade away, I guess, with one of these other offers. I just want a lot of stuff for next year. I don't really care that much about this year's draft. There's a second and a third next year. Honestly, I'm just going to take that, I think. Yeah, let's just go that route with the 49ers, or I could go second and a fourth. I'm going to bank on the second being really good here from the Dolphins. And now with our next pick, I'm going to go with that left tackle. Like I mentioned, even though he's supposed to go in the 4th round, I think he is 100% a first-round talent. He's probably going to be, I'm guessing he's going to be a 77 with normal. Bruce Beard. He's a 78 with normal. I underestimated him a little bit. I kind of figured he'd have normal dev just because his draft stock plummeted. That usually just means like a drop in development. It pretty rarely means a drop in overall, at least in this year. But in this year's Madden. But this guy is a freak. He's going to be the starting left tackle for the rest of this rebuild. Okay, we have the 5th overall pick in the 2nd round now. So who do I want now? This defensive tackle is super intriguing. But he really wouldn't play much. Shane Britton. Okay. Also, I really want the strong safety. That has to be my 3rd round pick for sure, right? Yeah, supposed to go in the mid-4th round. Okay, I think I'm going to go defensive tackle, even though we really don't need him. Shane Britton, welcome to the team. He's a 72 overall normal dev, supposed to go number 21. We took him at number 37. That was a really good draft pick again. Now, maybe the strong safety could even come in and start. He'd probably start at free safety, if anything. But we're still going to give it a try. Let's see what he is all about. Lionel Westbrook. 71 overall normal dev. I don't think he's going to start, but he is actually pretty good. that was a another pretty good draft pick here for us. I could still really use another offensive lineman. I may just have to try to trade for one or something, because I don't really know what to do. I couldn't end up getting 2 in the draft, which is kind of unfortunate. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get, I'm not going to be able to get 2 starting caliber players in the draft. It's tackle. It's whatever. Is there anybody even still left who I want? There's a 6th round middle linebacker. All right, I'll take him. He's going to be, I'm guessing, like a 66. Hey, he's a 66. Look at me, dude. I am so good at guessing overalls. All right, well, let me simulate to the end of the draft. Now, barring any crazy development traits, this is probably one of my weaker drafts. But we still get a 78 overall. That's not too bad, I guess. But, of course, there could be just a ridiculous development trait out of one of these guys. Maybe even 2 of them have X Factor. That'd be pretty cool. We got a couple at least stars, though. So that is fine. This dude has 97 speed. 80 man coverage, 66 zone, 73 press. Let's check out his development trait. I need to see this one. He's just the star developer. Okay. Alright, not too overpowered then. Where is this other cornerback? I absolutely need to find this guy. Oh, so that other wide receiver I could have taken was a 72. Good to know. Leron Snow, here he is. His hidden dev trait, 83 man coverage. It's funny that that's considered A-. 88 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 agility. Not a bad cornerback at all, but I am sure he has at least superstar, right? He's an X Factor. Oh, I should have went with him. I should have done it, man. I knew it. I knew I should have done that. Hopefully one of our guys has X Factor and can make up for that, but man, that's frustrating. But who else was high ranked in this class? Oh my god, dude, this cornerback class was nutty. He has a 79 overall. Nick Westbrook was a really good running back. He's a 78 overall. Bruce Beard, the dude we got. Cedric Walker is pretty good. Leron Snow, of course. Mike Marks, good left guard. Where's the other left tackle? Okay, Max Cadella is a 75 overall. Hidden dev traits, but the left tackle we got is a little bit better in the overall department. Of course, the dev is far better for the other guy. The team improved quite nicely. We're a 78 overall now, getting pretty good, to be honest. 83 in the offense, 77 on the defense. I will take it. I also still have to spend my coach experience, but I'll do that before I simulate for sure. This is what the offense is going to look like. I should probably trade for a right tackle, but I'm just going to bank on that guy doing at least all right for this season. I mean, let me just check for agency. I don't really feel like trading for anyone right now. I don't know if you guys have really noticed this either, but I typically don't like trading for players after the first season. I think I did in the Dolphins rebuild, but I usually just try to let the guys develop. I'll sign Jeremy Parnell for 1 season. He's not too bad. He's a 71. Maybe even upgrade the team a little bit. Hey, we're 79 overall now. All right, I'll take it. So this is going to be the offense. The main difference, though, is this 73 overall wide receiver is starting at the #1 spot. I may try to change the scheme as well just to make sure he fits it, because if he's randomly like a superstar or an X Factor, I want him to get as much experience as possible. Also, Beard starting at left tackle. Very ironic that he doesn't actually have a beard. And then defensively, we now have a #1 middle linebacker who's actually quite good. Ryan Connolly will be backing him up, former defensive rookie of the year. The rest of the defense is looking very nice as well. Kendall Fuller, Chris Jones, they both joined the team. B.J. Hill slid to backup defensive tackle. Dalvin Tomlinson starting at right end. The team's actually in a pretty good spot, in my opinion. Also, Grant Haley has 3 experience points. How did I miss those? So I will spend these quickly, and then I will see you at the midseason mark. Alright, so here at the midseason mark, the team is 2-5. So not really doing well. 6-1 though for the Cowboys, 3-4 for the Eagles and the Redskins. Kind of disappointing, but it's alright. It's a long process, especially with teams like this. This guy has not yet played 500 snaps. He's at 466. What is going on? Alright, well, defensively, anything get revealed over here? Yeah, this middle linebacker has star. I'll take it, I guess. Kind of hoping for a bit more, but it's okay. It's not all that bad, I suppose. I really want this guy to have like X Factor. That would absolutely make this season very, it would make the season worth it for sure. But let's see who has to come back to the team. Evan Engram, the first guy, a player I 100% want. Ryan Kelly, I want. Jabril Peppers, same goes for him. Dalvin Tomlinson, I would like to bring back, and that's honestly it. Wayne Gallman isn't bad, but it's usually really easy to find a backup running back who is serviceable, so I'm not going to worry about him. Alright, so once again, we miss out on the playoffs. This year the team goes 5-11. Very much expected. You know, you improve the team pretty drastically and the record gets worse. Whatever. But let's check out these stats. Daniel Jones. Not really that great of a season. I kind of excused him the first year just because he was a rookie, but honestly, I need this to get better. I think if the team is going to get better, he really has to start performing a bit better. Saquon, though, not horrible. He fumbles a lot, though, for some reason. Whatever. Over 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns for him. Sterling Shepard was very good. Evan Ingram was good. Nelson Spencer, not too bad his rookie season. Calvin Ridley got involved a little bit. Sacks allowed, very bad from the left tackle. Okay, Jeremy Parnell wasn't great either. Interesting. That's pretty much exactly what happened last year. 114 tackles from Eddie Castillo. 11 tackles for loss for Chris Jones, who comes over and gets 10.5 sacks. I will take that. 2 interceptions from Julian Love, 1 from DeAndre Baker and Kendall Fuller. Defensive touchdowns, we don't have any. Safeties, we have none. Blocked kicks, we have 1, Chris Jones. Forced fumbles, at least 1, only going to be 1 by Kendall Fuller, and it was not recovered by us. 23rd on offense. I don't know how this gets worse, but it does somehow. Defensively, we were 20th. Again, we just improved, but doesn't really seem like it. Mitchell Trubisky wins his second consecutive MVP. Nobody from the Giants. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Russell Wilson wins that one. Defensive Player of the Year, Roquan Smith. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Shane Sweet, that quarterback. Nelson Spencer, though, at number 3. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Eddie Castillo. Okay. Lionel Westbrook at number 2. Dude, he's our backup safety. How did he get number 2? I don't know. But now we can finally see the development of that wide receiver. Is it worth it? Was it worth it drafting him, I mean? He's a superstar. It was definitely worth it. Honestly, man, this sucks. I want him to be the number 1, I think, again. I don't really know what to do, but he has a good number of experience points, but I will fully go over that during the Super Bowl week. The Rams and the Chargers are in the Super Bowl number 55, and the victory is going to the Rams, 35-28. All right, so anybody go up in development? Daniel Jones, go up to star. Come on, he did not. Okay, I don't think anybody did. But Spencer, 6 experience points. He'll be a 79 overall. I definitely think it's worth keeping him at the number 1 spot. Defensively, this guy has 7. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Again, I don't think anybody went up in development. There's also not really many experience points going around on the defense. Okay, this is quite rough. We're going to have a good draft and hopefully a good free agency period. But Jabril Peppers, I need back on the team. He didn't accept my other contract. So he likes the bonus and the duration, just not the salary. Let's bump it up a little bit more then. Do you want that contract, my man? He's coming back to the team. I will take it. I will also bring back Grant Haley, because he's not really expensive at all. And I'll take him just in case I don't get another cornerback of any sort. So he's coming back to the team. I'll sign a punter in free agency. That's not a big deal. So now let's go into free agency. I would love to have a good pass rusher. I feel like that would help this team out a lot. I'm not saying our pass rushers are bad, but they're just not really racking up many sacks. Trent Williams is the top player, but Jamal Adams, Keanu Neal is also here. Also super unfortunate, man. He went down again with another injury. That sucks so badly. But, okay. I see Laramie Tunsil down here as well. Chidobe Awuzie is also here. Okay. All right, this is going to be a really big free agency period for us. Mitchell Trubisky is up to an X factor. I guess that makes sense if you win back-to-back MVPs, right? Okay, I think this is going to be a huge free agency period for us. Bradley Roby's up to superstar. Okay, I'm excited for this one. I'll let you know who I end up getting. Okay, I shipped out a good bit of money, and let's see who we got. We got Laramie Tunsil, we got Jamal Adams, and we did not get Chidobe Awuzie. I really wanted Awuzie. I thought he would have solidified our cornerback group very much so. Honestly, I might give Richard Sherman a contract. I don't think there's a reason not to be honest. A 1-year deal, I'm comfortable giving him this. It's 100 points. That might be a bit excessive, to be honest. Let's just give him this base offer here of 92 points. Okay, I'm comfortable giving him that offer. Let's see what their cornerbacks are available if I don't get Richard Sherman. Could still get Jordan Lewis, can get a couple other guys down here. Okay, or I could just go with the guys we have, but I want another, top corner because I think it'll help out the team a ton. We got Richard Sherman on the team for this next season. I'm good with that. Okay, we are here in the draft, the 2021 NFL draft. And I'm not going to lie, I have not yet looked at the draft board. I usually turn on auto scouting for the second year. So let's check it out together. Who is here? Very nice outside linebacker, topping off the class. Okay, he could be pretty useful. I really need some kind of pass rush on this team, man. So I have a couple different options, right? Could go this guy, Marquise Ginn. Looks actually really nice, man. I think he will be the player I go with. But I was going to say, I could, but oh my god! Oh my god. Dude, why are you all the way down there? Okay. Anyway, let me get this out. I could switch to a 4-3 defense. I usually find that 4-3 defenses play so much better, but I don't know if I really want to do that. I'll have to figure it out, but I definitely think I want this Marquise Ginn guy. Good thing I went after a cornerback. The only good one here is Jamal Horn. He's not even that great. Very, very nice free safety. Don't need him, though. I don't want a quarterback. I'm going to trust in Daniel Jones again. Glad I don't need a wide receiver. That class looks atrocious. A really nice looking tight end, though. It's pretty fast. A really good looking left tackle, who I don't really need. Good left guard. A couple good right guards, I guess. A couple good right tackles, it seems. Alright, well, I think the top player in this class for me is going to be that outside linebacker. So hopefully he is still available here. We pick at number 6. Nick Vernon just went, a right guard, I think out of Miami is what that said. I'm pretty sure that guy is still here. So Marquise Ginn, welcome to the team. Hopefully you can improve this defense. 77 overall hidden development trait, ranked number 3. He can 100% improve this defense. 84 speed, 76 block shed, 82 finesse moves, good tackling. This dude is a beast. Honestly, I think in the second round we're going defensive tackle. Dude, that one guy looks insane. There's no chance I pass up on him, right? We have another second round draft pick, actually, so I think I'm going to go corner here just because this guy looks pretty good. Jamal Horn, welcome to the team. He's a 70 overall normal dev. Okay, not a bad draft pick. Wasn't the best, but I will take it. And now, with my next pick, I'm going defensive tackle. This guy's probably going to be... Alright, let me try to guess the overall again. I'm going to go 78 normal. 78 hidden, dude. He's the second ranked player in the entire class. Now it says first, unless they fixed it. This means he's the second because there's usually a number 0 in this class or in these classes. All right, what do I want to do with this guy, man? I have to get him starting somehow, right? 77 speed, 82 finesse moves, 90 strength. This dude could rush off the edge. Let me think, right? I could have Chris Jones and Dexter Lawrence play defensive tackle. This guy could rush off of one edge. That outside linebacker we drafted could rush off the other edge. Then we just have Dalvin Tomlinson, who's not really being used. He can be like our third defensive tackle, maybe. Or maybe I can just trade him. I don't really want to trade him, but maybe I can. Okay. I think I'm going to try to change the entire defense, man. It doesn't seem like it's working. I know we haven't had the best players on it, but I feel like we have to try to do something for this team to get over the hump of being pretty mediocre. So what does this mean then? I'm middle linebacker. I can have the dude we drafted last year. Outside linebacker, honestly, Lorenzo Carter could probably play in a 4-3 if I really needed him to. Right? Or I could just take one of these guys here and hope they're good enough to play outside. So Sheldon Douglas, Randall Cartwright. I'm going to go with Cartwright, I think. He's a 65. Yeah, he's definitely not good enough. Okay, we're going to have to figure something out. But I'll do my best to make this defense as good as it can possibly be. This may actually involve a trade, so I probably will trade. I don't know if I should trade Dalvin Tomlinson, man. I really don't want to. I'm going to go with the 7.0 combine grade in... He's supposed to go undrafted. I'm going to go with him in the 4th round. Why not, right? He's a 60. 91 speed, 75 tracking. That's not even that bad. But I'm just going to simulate now to the end of the draft. Did the computer snag me a gem? Actually, they kind of did. A 67 overall right guard, a 66 overall corner. Hang on a second. This is like the first draft where we didn't get anybody below a 60. That's pretty cool. 67 overall right guard, about the 66 corner. Show me hidden. Alright, it's normal. That's fine. But let's check out the rest of this draft class. Who was the number 1 ranked player? We got the number 2, I believe. So let's see. There was a 79 overall left end, Ron Brewer. Hidden development trait on him. Dude's a beast. That guy looks phenomenal. This defensive tackle, though, is going to be something special. We also got the number 3 ranked player. I think it said 4 when we drafted him, but that just means, you know, he's tied with Mike Gold down there. Nick Vernon's good. Kedron, Richard maybe? Mark Ritchie, Jamison Small, all pretty good-looking players. Blair Bordelin, okay. Interesting draft. Nobody, you know, in the 80s, but still pretty solid all around. For this 3rd season, the team is an 82 overall, 89 offense, 83 defense. See, the offense is finally better than the defense. This usually does not happen with my rebuilds, but we're trying this route out. Let's just, you know, kind of see what goes on this season. But here's a look at the offense. Trying to think, what changed? Okay, so Laramie Tunsil changed. He's now the starting left tackle. That Beard guy moved to right tackle because he played really badly at left. Hopefully Tunsil can be an improvement. Spencer is going to be the number 1 wide receiver here once again. Sterling Shepard, the 2. Calvin Ridley, the number 3 wide receiver. I should probably sign a backup running back. I need to get to do that. I will do it at some point, though. And then defensively, we switched to a 4-3. We don't, like, necessarily have the greatest personnel for this, but I need to try to do something different on this defense. And I also don't know what to do, man. We have so many defensive tackles who are good. I'm going to keep Dalvin Tomlinson starting. He's the highest overall. I should probably start Dexter Lawrence, but he doesn't really have like a crazy amount of potential anymore since he's no longer a rookie. Obviously, he still has more potential than Dalvin Tomlinson, but I don't even think Dexter Lawrence would make it to an 84 if I'm being completely real in his last 2 years. So I'm going to keep Tomlinson starting. Then Flowers is at right end, Ginn is at left end. Jamal Adams slid over to free safety. The only reason I did that is because he is only 1 overall point away from fitting the scheme, whereas Jabril Peppers is 2. But this is the team, right? I think it's actually pretty good. I definitely think we can make the playoffs. It just really depends on how lucky we can get. But let me sign a backup running back, and I will see you at the end of the season. We're going to take, let's go with, who should we go with? Let's go with Jamal Williams. Why not? He fits the scheme. All right, the team is playing really well right now. We are 5-1-1. I really hope we don't just have a horrible second half of the year. That would be, kind of tragic. 2-5 though for the Redskins. We are on top of the division. The Cowboys 5-2-1. I assume that's the team we tied to, and the Eagles are 2-5. Okay. So how many experience points are going around on the offensive side? This wide receiver has. I'm actually most excited about him. He has 2 more. Okay, hopefully he's playing pretty well. Defensively, what are these dev traits all about? We got a superstar in Ginn. I'll take it. We also have a star in this right end. Okay, I'm pretty sure the right end was the defensive tackle, right? Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it was this guy. Yeah, 294. He was definitely the defensive tackle. But the defense seems like it's playing a little bit better, than it was last year. The offense maybe doing something well too. We also just beat the Cowboys. That's a huge win. That's awesome. If we did tie to them, that means we should at least have a bit of an advantage over them if it comes down to a tie, I'm pretty sure. But Saquon needs to come back to the team. Good God. This will be expensive. Okay. Richard Sherman is here. I'm going to wait on Richard Sherman. Kevin Zeitler. I want Kevin Zeitler back. My chair, it cracks so often. I don't get it. I want Kevin Zeitler back just because I don't imagine he's going to be below like an 80 at all. That would probably be my cutoff point for him, so I'm comfortable giving him a contract again. Calvin Ridley, I probably want back. Will Hernandez, same thing goes with him. Probably Lorenzo Carter as well. Depends on how much money we have. $45 million. Okay, we should be able to bring back a lot of these players. I'm going to give Saquon a 7-year deal. Just be insane. He's coming back to the team. Let's go. Kevin Zeitler I want back, and like I said before, so Kevin Zeitler, Calvin Ridley, Will Hernandez, and Lorenzo Carter. If I don't get any of those guys, you will hear from me next. We made the playoffs this year, finally. We are 10-5-1. The Bears are 10-6. That's who we have to take on. We actually lost the division, just barely, to the Cowboys. 5-11 for the Eagles, 2-14 for the Redskins. I just want to see if it's the Cowboys who we tied against. It probably is. It would make the most sense. We tied against the Cowboys. Okay, yeah, I don't know why, but I thought it was that Chargers game. Okay, we got destroyed by the Chargers. Last 4 games weren't that good. That 3-game losing streak almost actually destroyed us. I would have been really upset if we didn't end up making the playoffs. But here we go. These stats. How did Daniel Jones play this year? Another season under 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 9 picks. This is probably one of his better seasons, though. He seemed to be much safer with the football. Saquon dominated. Oh, my Lord. 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Daniel Jones had 7 rushing touchdowns. That seems like a lot. I get he's like, he's fairly mobile. What's his speed? It's actually pretty good, right? Has to be in the 80s, right? 83 speed, right? So he's fairly mobile, but still 7 touchdowns. It's actually really good. Nelson Spencer was pretty good this season. Sterling Shepard again doing his thing. Calvin Ridley not too bad. Evan Ingram not too bad. Nobody like, fantastic, but that's kind of what happens when your quarterback throws for like 3,400 yards. I guess our left tackle just always sucks. Whatever. Laramie Tunsil, let's up 15 sacks. 130 tackles, though, from Eddie Castillo. I like that season. 17 tackles for loss for Marquise Ginn, 14 for Darren Flowers. Seems like we got a good bit of pressure, I guess, from those guys. 8.5 sacks for Marquise Ginn. I will take that. Interceptions, 4 for Jabril Peppers, 2 for DeAndre Baker and Richard Sherman, 1 for Jamal Adams, Eddie Castillo, Ryan Connolly, Julian Love, and Kendall Fuller. Defensive touchdowns. We have 1. Jabril Peppers got it. No safeties. And 1 blocked kick, Lorenzo Carter. Let's go. Forced fumbles, we have 1 from Kendall Fuller, and that was not recovered. So 13th on offense. Defense seemed actually pretty good this year. I feel like we're top 10 in that department. We are 3rd. Okay, there we go. Getting onto the right track finally. Jacoby Brissett, MVP, because alright. Jimmy Loud. That's a good name. Nobody from the Giants, though. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Russell Wilson. Daniel Jones at number 8. I'll take it. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Pretty inevitable that that was going to happen. Eddie Castillo, though, at number 8. I'll take that one. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jimmy Loud. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Marquise Ginn is going to win. Darren Flowers at number 3. Ginn is the guy with Superstar as well, so that's going to be fantastic. All right, the team is up to an 85. 91 offense, 87 defense. We got a couple new abilities unlocked as well. Let's check him out. Why not? This wide receiver, what's his ability? It is Matchup Nightmare. That's pretty cool. And then the other guy, I think it's our defensive end now. Give me Fearmonger or something. That'd be cool. It is Strip Specialist. Actually, no. Fearmonger is an X Factor ability. My bad. Strip Specialist is what he has there. And there was some other one. My bad. I didn't read it. I don't feel like going back. I'm too lazy. But yeah, Fearmonger is an X Factor ability. So hopefully if he goes up to X Factor, he can get that. But we're an 85 compared to their 82. Same number of X Factors on each side of the football. Each side of, I guess, each team has the same number. Why did it take me so long to say that? Let's advance the week, though. Can we take down the Bears? And we can't. 27-21. Quite tragic. It's okay, though. I'll go one more season with this team. See what we can do next year. Anybody go up in development? Man, Daniel Jones is still chilling at normal. What does he have to do to go up to star? Whatever. Spencer is still at Superstar as well. Did not go up to X Factor. This D-end, though, is still at Superstar. That's fine. Nobody went up in development. I don't think at all this entire time. Kind of surprising, but it's all good. We'll go into free agency now and see who we can sign. Actually, quickly before that, the Ravens and the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. Let's advance to the offseason. Who's going to win this one? I think it's going to be the Seahawks, if I had to guess. And the winner is the Ravens. Richard Sherman can still come back to the team. The issue is I don't think we're going to have any money. Where is Richard Sherman anyway? Is he? Okay. I didn't miss him, right? He's just not there? Did he retire? Okay, I think he retired. Let's advance into free agency. Okay, that was strange. Can I even bring anybody in? No, negative $5 million. That's kind of unfortunate. I sort of wanted Leighton Vander Esch. He's probably here. He's right there. Jair Alexander would have been a cool player to go after as well, because I still need a corner. What do I do? I could cut a couple players, but I don't really think I'll be able to, because the players who are making the most money on this team are pretty important to the team. I'll try to figure something out. If not, hopefully we can have a pretty big draft. I couldn't really cut anybody, from the team, so I will just I'll try to draft somebody here who looks pretty good. Again, this is the first time I am looking at the draft board, but wow, that quarterback is something special. He's probably going to be very good. Evan Lawson. All right, anyway, what do we need? I can use a corner on this team. Nick Bowles. Could be something special. Let's go to the cornerbacks, though. And he is the best one by far. It's a bit disappointing. We didn't scout safeties? Alright, well, what else could I use on this team? I could use another linebacker, technically. Ooh, this guy skipped the combine down here? Jared Mooney? Yeah, he's a player I want for sure. That makes this pretty easy there. I might have to trade up to take that, oh my god, this right end looks so nice. Thurman Williams. I might have to trade up to take that corner, even though I don't really want that guy. I don't think he's going to be that good, but I should probably take him. Man, this center class looks disgusting. Good lord. Okay. Oh, there's a skipped combine guy down there too. Stephen McHugh. He's on the team, hopefully. Any good wide receivers? I don't need another wideout, though. This guy looks pretty good. Shannon Bridges? Yeah, I'll throw that guy on my draft board as well. Okay. Pretty good looking draft class. Oh, look at this fullback, dude. 7.0 combine. Oh my god, supposed to go undrafted. No chance he does. He's on our team. Okay, well, I think I'm going to trade up to take this corner. I really don't think he's going to be that good, but I need a cornerback on this team, so I guess it's worth it. Nick Bowles. I don't even really need one that badly. It really sucks that Richard Sherman decided to retire. I wouldn't have been able to bring him back anyway, but, still. Would have liked to at least have the option. Could have at least tagged him, I'm giving the Dolphins Dalvin Tomlinson a first-round draft pick next year for the 3rd overall pick. I apologize for trading Tomlinson, but hopefully you can understand why I did. He's kind of not needed anymore. I mean, I don't know. Dexter Lawrence should be just as fine. Let's advance the week here. Advance the draft pick. And Mitch Brazel goes number 1 overall. Okay. So now we will go. Okay, wow. Traded with the wrong team, I think, right? What just happened? The Vikings had the number 2 pick. Why did I trade with the Who did I just trade with? The Dolphins. Why did I trade with the Dolphins? Okay, completely looked at it wrong. That could have been really bad. Thurman Williams. What? I'm so stupid. But, okay, well, he just went. But anyway, we're going to go with Nick Bowles here. I'm guessing he's going to be like a 74. But hopefully he has hidden dev. He's a 72. He has hidden. Okay. I didn't really think he'd be good, but maybe he's good enough to, you know, be a god and go up an overall and be a starter. But I really don't know what to expect with that guy. There was just no chance he was going to be available at pick number 24, so I absolutely had to trade up at some point. I blundered really badly there. That was actually kind of funny. I guess I'm gonna go like center or something here. Like, what else do I even want? Actually, middle linebacker could be pretty big because if this dude is good, he can start over Lorenzo Carter. So let's go with this guy first. 72 with hidden. Honestly, I think that's enough. I definitely think that's enough. He also fits the scheme better than Lorenzo Carter would. I'm comfortable with that. And then in the second round, we are drafting somebody who skipped. I'm pretty sure I threw somebody on the draft board who skipped the combine, right? Supposed to go pretty late. I could be remembering another draft. It was this outside linebacker. Yeah, okay. And there's also this dude and then this fullback. Okay, cool. So let's go with these guys now. I kind of want this left tackle, but he's definitely probably the one I want the least. But Jared Mooney, welcome to the team here. 69, normal dev. He's actually pretty good. That's a pretty solid draft pick. Now, if the left tackle is available, I will take him. If not, this fullback is the next pick for the Giants. Late third round, we're going fullback. You already know. Yep, we're going fullback. Bobby Marshall. 69. Okay, he's actually good. 81 speed, 86 acceleration, 84 strength. Let's go, man. He's a beast. That was a pretty decent draft. We really didn't need all that much out of it, so I'm comfortable with who we ended up selecting. We got a 71 in the right guard is almost what I just said. Good, dude. I need to relax. 71 in the 5th round, and by relax I mean go to sleep. Let's check out the NFL. Who went number 1 overall? It was this Mitch Brazel guy. Is he actually like good? Is he worth it? 72 hidden. I think the only way this becomes worth it is if he has superstar or better. Because if he just has star, I don't think that's worth it. And he has star. I don't think the Redskins got the best receiver there, but maybe he'll go off. Maybe he'll win Rookie of the Year. I don't know. Thurman Williams looked very good. There's the dude we drafted. Denzel Starks. Okay, looks pretty decent. 77 overall running back. Was there a better corner in this class I somehow missed? I doubt it, but let's check. Look at the center class, man. Oh my god. 76, 76, 75, 75. Unbelievable. Oh, this Bartholomew guy was better. He is normal, so maybe he's not actually better. He's very fast, though. And then there's our guy. Okay, so I'm sure we actually did get the better of the cornerback group, just because this dude has at least star dev, which I would take over that other guy, even though he was 2 overall points higher. Wait, when did this happen? Ginn went up to X Factor. The development trait increased. Oh, Super Bowl week. Okay. All right. I mean, I'll take it. I thought. All right. I guess you do have to wait until the Super Bowl. I thought it would have showed that once my season was actually fully over, but I guess not. But this is going to be the team. It definitely got worse after that last season, but I still think it's good enough to make it back into the playoffs again, right? The only real issue with this team, or I guess the only real piece that we ended up losing, was Richard Sherman. Everybody else that we ended up not being able to bring back doesn't really affect the team all that much. Honestly, the core pieces of this team are still here, but the cornerback group looks a little bit worse now. We do have Bowles, though, who could really turn into something. He's going to be our slot corner. He should actually be pretty good for us. Hopefully his development is better than Star. That'd be quite nice. Also, Kennard is here. Hopefully his development trait is pretty good. We have Derek Kennard now. Hopefully it's like superstar or even better X Factor. You never know. The rest of the team is pretty much the same. We just now have Ginn, who is up to an X Factor, right? I think he has Fearmonger. Isn't that what that ability is? That's what I mentioned before. It is Fearmonger, dude. That's such an overpowered ability. He's going to be nuts. Hopefully he goes off for us here. But I will see you at the end of the season. I really hope we're in the playoffs. If not, this is definitely one of my worst rebuilds, but I think the team has actually been pretty solid for the past 3 years, if I'm being honest. I showed this off last time, and I want to show it off here again. This is why you always go through and cut players manually. Because if I would have just simulated, Derek Kennard and Laramie Tunsil would have been off the team. So that's just another quick PSA to definitely go in and do this yourself. Okay, the team actually got a first round bye. That's pretty surprising. We went 11-4-1. The Cowboys 10-6. The Redskins 7-9. Eagles 6-9-1. I will take that. All right. Honestly, I was expecting Madden to kind of ruin this for me and make us not, make it into the playoffs. But Daniel Jones, 30 touchdowns, 12 picks, 3,800 yards. Okay, that's a really solid year. Saquon, almost 1,600 yards, 13 touchdowns for him. One of his better seasons with us. Nelson Spencer, 8 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley gets 11. Evan Ingram, 801 yards. Sterling Shepard, not too involved anymore. Sack numbers down, I guess, but still, Laremy Tunsil's not too good, apparently. 144 tackles from Eddie Castillo. That's a lot. We have 13 tackles for loss for Chris Jones, 12 from Marquise Ginn, and 2 players with at least 10 sacks. Chris Jones, Marquise Ginn, each getting a pretty good sack number. DeAndre Baker, 3 interceptions. Kendall Fuller, Julian Love get 2. Derek Kennard, Jabril Peppers, Jamal Adams, each with 1. Okay, this rebuild actually ended quite well. I'll take it. Defensive touchdowns, none. Safeties, none. Blocked kicks, at least 1 here. Derek Kennard gets it. Forced fumbles, we have 2 for Jabril Peppers and Eddie Castillo, and then 1 for Marquise Ginn. And then 3 of those were recovered. Not too bad. 5th on offense. Did not actually expect this team to be top 5 on offense. And then 19th on defense. All right, I kind of expected that to be flipped, but it's whatever. We're good. We're chilling. Mitchell Trubisky, dude. What is that, his 3rd MVP in 4 years? Why? How does he keep winning MVP? Oh my god, he's one of the cheesiest quarterbacks in this entire game. That is hilarious. Drew Lock is on the Chargers, and he's at number freaking 9. Alright, whatever, man. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Russell Wilson. Saquon, though, at number 4. Daniel Jones at number 9. I'll take it. Hassan Reddick, Defensive Player of the Year. Didn't expect that one. Eddie Castillo at number 3. I feel like I keep saying I didn't expect something to happen. I feel like I've said that a lot in this little sequence. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Steve Hills. Bobby Marshall, our fullback, at number 2. Dude, if our fullback could have won, I would have been elated. Garrison Booker, though, at number 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to Derek Kennard. Let's go. The linebacker. Nick Bowles. Nick Bowles. I think I said Bowles last time. I feel like that would be Bowles. Whatever. At number 4, he's the cornerback, of course. Best quarterback, Russell Wilson. Daniel Jones at number 5. Best running back, Todd Gurley. Ezekiel Elliott's at number 3. Don't know why. Okay. Saquon at number 2. I meant to say Saquon at number 2, but for some reason Ezekiel Elliott came out. Dude, I don't know, man. Sean Orr at the best wide receiver spot. Best offensive lineman, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, 1, 2, and 3. Kevin Zeitler, somehow Laremy Tunsil makes it at number 6. Ryan Kelly at number 9. Best defensive lineman, Aaron Donald, of course. We got Marquise Ginn and Chris Jones, though. Best linebacker, Khalil Mack. Eddie Castillo at number 8. Best defensive back, Kyle Fuller. DeAndre Baker at number 6. I'll take it. Best kicker, Kaimi Fairbairn. Is that? I always feel like I pronounce his name really wrong. Is it Kaimi Fairbairn? That's how it looks like it would be pronounced. But I'm an idiot most of the time. I feel like you guys know that. I don't think I saw my kicker in there. That'd be hilarious if right as I'm saying I'm an idiot, I just passed him. But let's see the experience points. Anybody with a ton? That'd be cool. Daniel Jones has 2. Dude, I'm so sad that he still has normal development. I was really hoping he'd go up to like X Factor one of these years. That would have been hilarious. 3 for this left end though. Kennard has Star Dev. He has 5 experience points. Bowles also Star Dev 5 experience points. Let me spend these, and we will simulate by to see who we have to take on in the divisional round. We have to go up against the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, well, we have an 86 overall team, 91 offense, 87 defense. The Cowboys probably have a higher overall team, to be honest. Their team is always really nutty. They have an 85 overall team. Okay, we actually have the advantage. But does this mean anything? Probably not. Here we go. The moment of truth. Are we in the conference championship? We actually are. 26-20. Going up now against the Seahawks. Okay. The Seahawks have an 83 overall team, but man, they make the Super Bowl a lot in this game. They have a really good roster, and simulation treats them quite well. Let's go into the Super Bowl, though. Come on. We are not in the Super Bowl. The Jets and the Seahawks are. I'm just going to advance the week. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl, man. And then I'll quickly check if anybody went up in development. The winner of the Super Bowl is going to be the Jets, 27-17. Okay, well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope everybody enjoyed, especially you Giants fans out there. Did anybody go up in development? Man, Daniel Jones still at normal. That is so sad. Defensively, I don't think anybody went up either. There, well, this Kennard guy has 3 more experience points. He was actually insane. Actually, never mind. Castillo went up to Superstar, and he's up to a 90. Plus 3 morale. This guy was a beast. I'm so glad we drafted him, man. He's not the fastest, but he can tackle anyone very easily. 78 zone coverage as well. That improved a lot. His zone coverage was pretty bad when I drafted him, if I'm remembering correctly. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Also, in this random star developing 62 overall right end. But yeah, I really hope you ended up enjoying this one. I think it turned out quite well. Another rebuild where, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult to do these rebuilds of these really low overall teams. It's difficult to do them while trying to keep like the integrity of the team together, you know, trying to keep the people like who are like fan favorites of the team, I guess I should say. It's kind of difficult doing that with these really low overall teams. The strategy to go with these is to just dismantle everybody, keep the really young guys, get a bunch of draft picks, build up that way. The issue with that is that you're out of cap very quickly because draft picks are expensive once you draft the players. Signing free agents are expensive, you know, so you actually run out of cap room pretty quickly doing it that way. But I still think this one went pretty well. We actually made it to the playoffs 2 years in a row. So that's always cool. Is this Dexter Lawrence? Why is he my backup fullback? Would it not be my backup tight end? Oh, that's hilarious. He's just going to be there for the memes. That's actually hilarious. But if you guys ended up enjoying this video, if you made it this far, you know, leave a like, show some appreciation. That would be awesome. I really do appreciate, though, how many likes these videos have been getting, the support on these rebuilds. It's been insane. Also, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but my Bengals franchise has been in a bit of a hiatus lately, and I really hope you guys you know, realize why once the video is out. I think you will figure it out pretty shortly. You know, I guess it's not shortly into the video, but at some point in the video, you should figure out why it's taking me so long to get this out, and I really think you guys will enjoy the outcome. But hopefully, I can get that out this week. I'm gonna really try. Anyway, one final time, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for this really long outro, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.